Working this hard for a reason. Been a minute trying to make it move. Saying, baby, this is our season. No, I ain't
All
taking
right,
that
what
move.
up, though? Welcome to the Hus-Band Show podcast, where husbands band together and navigate this thing called marriage through love, life, and laughs. I am your moderator, Perry.
And I'm Trouble T.
And your boy Vince.
All right, Trouble T got some topics for us that he think we need to talk about. I think he want to do a little self-help up in this motherfucker right quick,
Hey,
because I think we all can use it.
Everybody can use it.
So yeah, we got a couple videos we're gonna run. Blue, whenever you're ready, ma'am.
About the biggest mistake I made in my marriage, and it is I did not frame my wife well in front of my kids. I painted her picture in front of them as something different than who she was, and I've been fixing that over the recent years. But the portrait that you paint to people is important. Oh, the old ball and chain. Oh, my wife is always pissed. Oh, this and that. Frame your wives well, men. I want to talk to you about the biggest mistake I made in my marriage, and it is I did not frame.
Oh, okay. All
All right.
So framing the picture of your wife, Brother Troy.
Yeah, I think that's some shit that fly over all our heads. Because a lot of times we don't even realize that we paint a picture every single day and every single conversation until it's too late. You know what I'm saying? And part of the example the guy was saying, you know, when you look at your wife like she's crazy, or you make those kind of comments that she's ball and chain, or whatever the case of the matter is. If it's a negative picture that you paint and it is constantly being painted, your kids see the finished project.
Yeah,
They see that drawing, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? And you almost sway they thought pattern based on the picture that you're drawing of their mama.
True.
Okay.
True.
You know.
Well, I don't call mine a ball and chain. I call mine a chain with no balls.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you, because I think that goes both ways.
It does.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't just the husband painting the wife a certain way. The wife
Right.
might be saying some things, and y'all know, for us, it's always jokes.
Right.
But it's like you said, it's serious, bro.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
making her look away to the kids, because what did you say? The kids will call you, because Bria called me and say thing.
Call
I
me.
just talked to your wife.
Right.
Yeah, she crazy.
Your
Like,
wife tripping.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
you mean your mama?
Yeah. You think about how many times you done said you tripping.
Right.
Or subconsciously say it in front of them and not thinking about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they done heard that so many times that they like, damn, she really is tripping.
Right. And I think kids pick up on that shit too. Like when you challenging your mate in front of them,
Yeah.
it makes them easier to take that same path. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's I'm guilty of that shit.
Yeah.
I'm guilty of that shit. And I've tried to frame her as being the more understanding person. You know what I mean?
Unplugged.
But you know, I don't know. It's hard to not do that shit sometimes, because they can get under your skin, and then
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And you'll react in a certain way or whatever, and just say some shit that you really don't mean. In the moment, you mean it, but
Yeah.
you know,
But not only that, at the same time, man, you don't want to be fake.
no,
Like, okay, so the kids shouldn't see y'all arguing and going at it and shit like that. But you want them to know, like, the relationship is real. So we're going to have tough times and shit like that. So I know saying, oh, your mama crazy, or kids, y'all get your mama, or you we're really just playing.
Yeah, but again, you know what I'm saying? Even though we taking it and it's kind of light in the way we delivering it, but the other, you know, the people that's watching that, they may not take it the same way.
Right.
And they may not say anything about it. You know what I mean? There may not be something they got a confrontation about or something right up front.
Yeah.
But if you're consistently saying it
Yeah.
and they consistently hearing it, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? At some point, the picture does frame itself.
it does. Like I say, you tell a lie long enough, it becomes the truth.
Man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
And
Yeah.
I think that starts early on, you know, in the relationship, because, like I said, I know I'm guilty of that shit.
Yeah.
When your kid's old enough to understand, you know, and actually see and see what's going on,
Yeah.
you start painting a picture and don't even realize you painted.
right.
And then you look up 10, 15 years later, and you're like, damn, I created
Yeah.
this.
And then, you know, sometimes that shit work out to your benefit because, like, if you say, for example, in my situation, like, I had a kid with a woman, you know, outside of my marriage or whatever. Not, you know,
Before you got married, man.
we ran down the story.
Yeah.
I don't want to go through this shit again.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
if I give her a title that she don't deserve,
It's gonna be a fucking
So, you know, I'm sure there were things said about me inside of that environment. And I could only pray that later on, as my child got older, she would see me for who the fuck I really was and not who I was being painted out to be. And that came to, you know, came to fruition or whatever.
Yeah, and not only that, man, it's a lot of validity what you said though, bro. When it comes to like talking down or just making jokes and shit like that, because I can remember the things my mother said about my father.
See,
but growing up, since we were with her, I'm thinking what she's saying is the truth, and that's the way it is, and yada yada. Once I became a man, and I talked to that man,
that's what I'm saying.
I said to myself, I told this man out of my mouth, I said, Dad, you ain't got to do all that explaining. I know why you stayed away.
Yeah.
And I'm not blaming you.
You get
I
it.
told him that. That, like, I could see the relief,
right?
The pressure just come off of him, bro. When I said that shit,
and
he
as
was
a
so
kid,
relieved.
you don't get it, but as an adult, or you know, once you start growing, but see, that goes back to kids not having to deal with adult shit before it's time. You know what I mean? Exposing them to that negativity or that whatever that drama and shit as a kid, and then including them in it. You know, telling them the business. That shit should be.
Yeah, but dude, I know people that include their kids in all their marital business.
Yeah,
like that you shouldn't be doing.
That.
They don't. First, like you said, they don't need that pressure.
They don't.
Because who wants to go to bed knowing mom and daddy
canvas, not that canvas of a picture that's being painted could be crazy as hell.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
When you bringing a kid involved in around, I call it grown folks business. When you doing that, you literally making them decide what this picture gonna look like for both of y'all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the emotions that us as adults have, that shit might last 5 or 10 minutes. The emotion that them kids gonna have can last a lifetime. That could be some forever shit. You know what I'm saying? They don't really know how to turn that on and off.
Right.
And that's something that's big in every marriage.
It is.
Because we don't always see eye to eye. There's gonna be some times where we gonna have differences.
Yeah.
But you don't have to make the other one look worse or create a negative surrounding of the other person.
Right.
Because your kids is always gonna remember that shit.
They are. It's
They're
gonna
gonna
stick.
see that from now on.
It's gonna stick.
I have a question. So, do you guys think when the respect level is not shown, that the kids, as they get older, they start to be disrespectful toward that parent?
Yeah.
Whichever one is being framed as weak or...
Absolutely. Because that's a part of the picture that they see.
Right.
You know, the picture that they see, unfortunately, they can't unsee what they've seen.
No.
And if they start to think that's a way of life, they act accordingly. You know, just like if they got a parent that's strict as hell.
Right.
They know what to pull with the strict parent and what to pull with the one that's not so strict.
Right.
They figure that out quick.
They figured out real quick.
But that's the picture that was painted.
Yeah.
And then too, if you have one mate that's a fucking bully, you know, the kid's gonna grow up to look at you as the weak one because you allowed that person to, you know what I mean? They might not see it as a child.
One parent is always gonna have to be the bad guy, and I hate that.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's me.
Okay.
I'm not saying Monique's not a disciplinarian or she don't handle the kid, but I have to lay down the rules or tell you shit again a certain way so you gonna understand it this time.
Right.
When if I did it and you did it like me, or even vice versa, if I did it like you, they get the shit. They would be like, hey, I can't go this way because I can't go this way. You know what I'm saying? They don't play two sides against the middle and shit. But it's like one parent has to be the fucking
And I'll
villain.
admit, man, she'll tell you, I'm the fun parent. You know what I mean? Because I was gone all week.
Yeah.
She had to lay down
I
the
remember
fucking
that.
law. So when I came home, it was fucking party time. You know what I mean? All rules out the door. Motherfuckers swinging from the chandeliers and shit.
Having
Daddy
a ball.
home. You know what I mean? And
I would
wouldn't
just
have-
think about this. If you gone all week and the picture that's being painted is, man, that little black son of a such and such. Right? And they done heard that on Monday,
Yep.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, they done heard a little bit more. Now Friday when you come home, it may not be as fun.
Yeah.
Because guess who just came in the door?
Right.
That same little black son of a blah, 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 you know, now you back.
Now
And
you
don't
back.
even know this picture been painted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know
That's
what I'm
right.
saying?
Yeah.
You showing up just like normal.
Yeah.
They've been tearing your ass.
Tearing your ass. They've been roasting your ass.
And now here's the other side of that. It may not be to that extreme. It could be something as simple as, you know, your daddy just don't never take care of the business. He just, you know, I always got to tell him this. He just don't never, not trying to be mean, but just basically frustrated, right?
And then who else the hell she got to talk to?
Right. They venting.
And that picture's being painted.
Yeah.
So that's why I know that wasn't the case, you know, because like I said, when I came home, it was fucking, it's IHOP time.
Party,
We're gonna get endless pancakes up in this month. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's party time. And then I let them break the rules because they've been on that regiment all week long, and now it's the weekend. You know what I mean?
Crack.
Right.
And okay, so now, all right, so painting your mate in a bad light by the things you say to the kids or just family members or whoever. Okay, so how do you navigate that shit then? You know what I'm saying? Do you just keep it to yourself? You talking to your mate about it? I'm guessing. You know what I'm saying? So like
that's the $1 million question. I
That
think
is.
you know, start with being able to control the shit that come out your mouth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that's something that we can all control.
Yes.
Yeah, we all need it. Yeah, yeah.
We can
Yes.
all challenge ourselves to say, you know what, I can count to 5 before I start talking.
Right there.
You know what I'm
Right
saying?
there.
Because if I can control what's getting ready to come out my mouth, I can also control what the next move gonna be.
Yeah, you can.
Because the reality is, if I say some slick shit to you, I done thought about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It ain't just flew out my mouth.
Yeah.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? For a motherfucker to say, "Oh, it just came out," that's bullshit.
Nah.
It don't just come out. You thought about it was a calculated move. You
Right.
thought about it, and you also thought about what the reaction was gonna be.
Yeah.
So the same way you thought about that and the reaction, you can take 5 seconds and say, you know what, I don't want this negative reaction to come back.
Right.
So I'm gonna give a positive response. You know what I'm saying? Hoping that I get a positive response from you.
Yeah.
Opposed to me giving you something that's negative, because I already know if I slang something negative at you, you're gonna do that shit 2 times harder.
But I want you to know the real crux of the damn problem. Like I want to tell you how I feel or get this across to you, but I don't want to be fake about that shit. It'd be like, instead of saying like, okay, maybe I want to say, God damn, boy, you can start cooking around this motherfucker. I could just be like, I surely would like a meal prepared for every Thursday and eat.
Or that's something that you like, you know, hey, maybe we take days, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I cook on these days, you cook on this day,
Yeah.
and we start a dialogue on cooking, period.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's got to be, you're going to get more with a positive response, or a positive communication. You're going to get more with that than you would if you come in like, damn, you ain't cooked in 4 days.
Oh, yeah.
So
you can't roll
basically,
like that.
it's your approach.
It's
Just
your
the
approach.
Yeah.
I always chose
Yeah.
to make a joke out of the shit.
That's
I'd be
that's
like,
me.
oh, I sure do miss that macaroni and cheese smell in the
that's how I
kitchen.
do
You
it.
know what I mean?
Yeah, so maybe
Yeah.
maybe I ain't cook macaroni and cheese, and well, I'm gonna hook.
Let me
this
hook that shit
Nah,
up.
you come your ass in. Damn,
Yeah.
Do you know what macaroni is?
got some macaroni noodles in here.
Do you know what
Right.
cheese is?
Right,
You ain't getting
right.
shit.
You got Michael Jackson in the background. Remember the time playing and
Man,
shit.
Yeah.
look, I had to tell. I remember one time, Gabe, that goddamn Gabe, boy. Shout out to the Hus-Band.
Mm-hmm.
That motherfucker had spaghetti for like the 4th day. He couldn't take no more.
Holy
He brought
shit.
it to
Oh,
work.
man.
He said, "Man, I'm gonna go home and tell this is the first wife. Tell her, yo, that's enough with the spaghetti. I'm tired of that." I said, "Gabe, I wouldn't do that if I was
Nah.
you." He was like, "Nah, man, fuck that shit. I'm tired of this shit." Next day he came to work. He said, "Well, I should have listened to your ass." I said, "Yeah, all I was saying was, dude, don't say it like that. Just say it another way." But he went home and said it the way he wanted. She's like, "Oh, you ain't got to worry about me cooking shit else because I do work
Right.
too."
You know what?
He was like, "Damn."
That's
I'm gonna tell
fucking
y'all a
crazy.
funny ass story, man.
Yeah.
When I was a little kid, man, I had to be about 8, 10 years old or something. I was a little dude. My daddy was working driving trucks and shit.
Mm-hmm.
My mama actually liked spaghetti. We used to eat spaghetti a lot in my house because my mother used to actually like spaghetti.
And it's easy to prepare.
And she had a job too, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
Man, this dude came home from work one day, dog. First of all, he called spaghetti skits.
Sketch.
That's like the funny shit in our family. This
Yeah.
mother, he called it skits.
Okay.
He came home from work, pulled up in the driveway, you heard that psh.
Mm-hmm.
He home. He done bought that big ass truck home.
You don't want no skets
He
today.
come in the house, man. Me and my sister and slam. That spaghetti was good as a mug. You know what I'm saying? I
Okay.
done slammed on that shit. He walked in the house. We heard that pot go. He took the top off. All I heard that nigga say is, "Oh Nah, hell no, I ain't eating no more spaghetti. He threw the whole spot of spaghetti all up against the wall, man, all over the curtains. I'm mad as hell at him because I like this shit. I'm like, what the hell I'm gonna eat tomorrow?
Right.
You know, throw all the spaghetti all over the damn kitchen.
That's a declaration of war.
Man, that dude said he wasn't eating no more spaghetti. He was tired of that shit.
Because it's an easy fix. You know what I'm saying?
My mama had me and my sister to worry about. She had a job, you know, and like I said, we used to eat spaghetti. We liked the shit. Mm-hmm. Not being Simon, dog. Hey, my mama probably ain't cooked spaghetti no more for about 2 years.
That's
that
wild,
shit.
Man.
You know, I took a different approach. If it was something that was becoming repetitive or some shit, this is later on. Prior to this, as a younger man, I never complained about that shit because I took my grandma's advice. Be glad you got somebody to cook for your ass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So as I got older, you know, we got further into this shit. You know, when things were starting to become repetitive, like meals or whatever, I started fucking looking up recipes and thinking to myself, you know what, I can make this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So instead of fucking complaining about the spaghetti, I'm gonna stop at Publix and grab the shit and come home and cook something different my fucking self. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, it's all kinds of ways around that shit.
And people think cooking is so goddamn complicated, and it's not.
It's not.
Bro, you can put some shit together. Like, you can literally go to the pantry, find some shit that's been there for like some not days and months, but you know, for a minute, like shit you were supposed to put with something else, and you can create something fucking delicious.
Yeah. And then trust me, if you've gotten on her fucking nerves, you can tell when that meal is not prepared by love.
Oh, yeah.
When that
Man.
motherfucker's prepared with anger, it's a different.
That motherfucker ain't got no flavor.
Yeah, he tastes the difference.
Dog don't even want that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and my wife learned how to cook together somewhat, man. Because when we got married, you know, she hadn't been on her own like that, you know, long enough to really learn how to know how to cook Sunday dinner type of shit.
Yeah.
So as we grew together, she got better and better and better and better. You know what I'm saying? Over the years, it's just take repetition. You got to do it.
Yeah.
That's
And
what
I'll be a
he
damn fool to go walking in the house, even right now. I'll
No,
be
sir.
a damn fool walking in on any day of the week. You ain't cooking up for dinner?
No sir.
No.
No, sir.
I come home in anticipation and hoping something's been cooked.
Yeah.
But if it's not, I
There ain't
don't
no
go
water.
fucking crazy.
I'm not
Fuck
finna
that.
start that.
Yeah, I don't go crazy.
Yeah, I ain't finna start that. If she ain't cooked today, you know, hey,
She ain't cooked
go
today.
your ass in there and figure out something else.
Matter of fact, this was the conversation yesterday inside Publix. She was like, "Well, I haven't cooked in a while, but you haven't complained. So does that mean
Yeah,
you don't miss my
exactly,
cooking?"
exactly.
I'm like, "Yeah, I miss it, but what the fuck am I gonna complain about? You know what I mean?" If
There's
you're gonna do it
nothing to
today,
complain
though,
about.
I will be greatly appreciative.
And I'm not gonna starve now.
No.
That's just not gonna happen.
Because I know how to
We
cook
gotta
for
worry
myself. I
about
mean,
Right.
if all else fails, I can cook dinner.
I can do
You
something.
know, I know how to go in there and cook a meal too. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that. Yep. So I guess what we're basically saying is, watch your mouth,
Watch your mouth.
check your delivery.
the most important thing is check the way you speak about your spouse. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Whether it's jokingly, in passing, you know, you really want to make sure that you ain't painting a negative picture to your kids. You know what I'm saying? You don't want them to see either which one,
Yeah.
father or mother. You don't want them to see them any less than what they are.
Right.
And certainly you don't want them to believe that or see that because of our words. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
Because that's some shit, again, that we can all control.
Oh yeah, we can control that shit.
Yeah.
We can control what the hell come about your
Yeah.
mouth.
All right. So in summary, like I said, check your shit.
Check your
All
shit.
right, man. Check your shit, man.
Right.
Just think about what you're saying around town and to people about people.
In front of
But-
people.
So check this out. We have a caller on the line, a winner. Winner,
got
winner,
some winner?
chicken dinner.
A winner for the chicken dinner.
Yeah,
Yep,
one of our
sir.
faithful. Oh, I call her Tamarine, Sister Tammy. Yeah, you don't have her on the phone yet? You could have had her on the phone and just,
Hello.
yeah.
She's on the phone.
What's up, Tamarine?
Hey, how you guys doing?
All right, that's one of our faithful right there, Sister
yeah.
Tammy.
Well,
Oh yeah.
Tammy, congratulations on winning the contest.
Thank you, thank you.
We appreciate you checking us out and being a good viewer. We certainly appreciate your
Yep.
support.
She be right there on Tuesday, well, if it's Tuesday or Wednesday, waiting like,
Wait.
yeah.
When is it gonna drop?
So, Tammy, what is it about the show that keep you interested?
Say it again. Sorry, I can't hear you.
What is it about the show that actually keeps you interested in watching?
First of all, you guys are crazy. You keep me laughing. And I was kind of hesitant because, you know, when I first heard the Hus-Band podcast, I too thought, okay, this is for married people.
No.
But no, it's not. It's for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So you can get I get good information. You know, being a single woman is not just for married people, and that's what I love about it.
Well, we
And that
love to
just
hear
happens to be the house man's older sister at that, my boy Gabe. So.
God bless you.
Oh,
God
yeah.
She said,
That guy.
Ben said, God bless you. God bless you.
Yes,
Oh,
but the
man.
show is awesome. I just want you guys to keep doing what you're doing. I pray nothing but continue blessings. You're gonna, and I'm prophesizing millions of viewers and followers. We're gonna take this thing worldwide. It's gonna be major.
That's
Oh, yeah.
right.
No
we
That's
doubt.
certainly
right.
appreciate that.
Y'all hear that, Brooklyn in there?
Yeah.
Rockaway
It's gonna
Chauncey,
be
son.
major.
We sure appreciate that.
Yeah, B.
All right, Tambourine. I appreciate your soul, sister. And we going to take care of you.
Oh yeah, it's on the way to you.
Thank you guys. I appreciate you guys so much.
We
And
appreciate
keep
you.
doing what you're doing. And big ups to Blue and Mo and all the women in the background
That's right,
holding
that's
it
right.
down.
That's right.
Thank
That's
you.
right.
Thank you.
Yeah, they hold us down.
You're welcome.
Absolutely.
All right. We got an event coming up, so I will be getting you the information. It's going to be in Gwinnett, so I'll be letting you know.
Okay, awesome.
All right. Peace. All right, that was our first successful call in. Vince, I think we got the hang of this
We
shit.
got that shit, bro.
John,
Hey.
are you watching? You'll be proud of us.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, we can actually hear him.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
yeah,
Mhm.
right. It's gonna be
Shit,
right.
we might. Well, we'll call him on the next one. I'm gonna let him know we're gonna call him on the
Yeah, we need John in the building.
Yeah. So in closing on this, painting this picture, and I'm not gonna say just the wife, about your spouse.
Spouse period.
Like
yeah.
talking, walking, how you doing? Because we know we got the, like Vince said, the old jokes, the ball and the chain, like you
Right,
said. Well, I mean, your better half. Y'all should be equal, so it shouldn't be your better half.
Right.
Like, you know, all those little sayings like that and shit.
We just need to make sure that we checking that early because, again, we don't want the little ones to start taking that opinion. Let them
Right.
form their own opinion.
Right.
Yeah, let them
You know
form
what I
their
mean?
own
We
opinion.
shouldn't be influencing that either which way.
Yeah.
You know.
Because if your mama running your daddy down, that's the gospel, and that's what you're gonna roll with. You know what
I
I'm saying?
told you my story.
Yeah.
That's what you're gonna roll with.
It's the truth. Till I actually talked to that man.
Right.
And I saw, much as I love my mother, I saw it for what it was in their relationship.
Yeah.
I'm like, I wouldn't come around either. Like, it was some, whew, good God. But like I said, when I got older, I talked to him.
Mm-hmm.
We had that hard conversation. Bro, I saw the relief in his eyes
Right.
when I said what I said to
Yeah,
him. So,
yeah.
yeah. And I had to have that conversation with Austin. I did. I said, dude, you'll see once you get older how it can be. And what is really going on the inside as opposed to what you're hearing and you're taking as a child because you just want your parents together.
Right. You
But
don't
see,
understand
also,
that.
if you think about that, man, I mean, that's a really good example because you and Austin's relationship could be totally different.
Yeah. Yep.
You know,
Yeah.
if his mother was the type of person that literally painted you as a bad dad,
Asshole, yeah.
right? Austin could have felt some kind of way this
Yeah.
whole entire time.
Like
Yeah.
no matter what I said, he don't. So
You know, right?
my mama told me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're
so,
right.
So the positive out of that is obviously she didn't do that.
Right.
You know, she gave you a fair shot at you creating your own influence for him.
And then think about it too. Some of these kids ain't real bright anyway.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
nah, you telling the truth.
I'm just saying,
they gotta have their own.
If you plant that seed, it's
Yeah.
gonna grow.
Yeah.
And if they ain't
That's
smart
true.
enough to figure
That's
that shit
true.
out, that's what they gonna roll
That's
with.
very,
You know what I
very
mean?
true.
Let's just be honest.
Yeah.
All these motherfuckers ain't real smart.
No.
You right, man.
And you're right, because and that'll affect the next relationship.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That
Yes.
don't just
Yeah.
affect their relationship
Exactly.
with us. That's
Exactly.
going to affect their relationship with their
What
spouse.
they got going
Right.
on. Right.
and their
Right.
kids.
And I like what you said earlier about taking a second to breathe. That was one of the pieces of advice I gave to my son because, you know, they starting their process
Yeah.
with the new, you know, getting ready to get married or whatever. And I just told him, I was like, he was like, she just like, yeah. I was like, hey, before you respond, just breathe.
Yeah.
And actually think about what you're gonna say.
Think about what you're going to say.
Yeah.
Don't just grab the gun and shoot
and
that bitch. You know what I mean?
motherfucker off the rip.
Right.
No.
You see, when you used to be an officer, when you walk in, you got your hand near that motherfucker, but
Yeah.
you ain't got it out
You ain't
yet.
got it
Right.
out. Right.
You see what I'm
Because,
saying?
again, because a lot of times, man, our emotion take over.
Yeah.
You might say some shit that you really don't mean.
Yeah.
But because you mad
Mm-hmm.
and we human,
Right.
it might come out in a real bad way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then when you calm down and think about it, you're like, well, damn, I didn't really mean to say it that way.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, you done already did it.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't undo what
That's
you've
right.
done. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I know with my wife, I tell her all the time, you know, words, a lot of times words hurt worse than somebody actually hitting you.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And they don't have to smack your ass.
Right.
Them words hurt way worse than that smack.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And when you think about it after you done already did it, and you want, well, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. But the other person that you're apologizing to, you know, they're gonna say, I appreciate, I accept your apology on that.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, they're like, you know what, fuck that.
Right.
I heard what you said, or I saw what you did.
I can remember a time when I was a kid, man, I got in trouble in school, and I knew my mom was going to kick my ass. I already knew it. Come to bus ride home, all that shit. You know what I mean? But she actually didn't. She looked me in my face and told me, you know what? She was like, you really disappointed me.
Ooh,
You fucking
hurt.
let me down
That hurt
with
when
this
you
shit.
do that.
That hurt
When
way
your
more.
mama say that,
was
that
worse.
hurts.
Boy.
That one hurts.
Yeah. I was like, just hit me.
Yep. That
Yeah.
one hurts.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
So
See,
I
that-
felt like I failed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So the power of the words, that's for sure, man.
Yeah, yeah.
The
It's
words are
real.
powerful,
It's
man.
real. It's real.
And we definitely don't want to continue this narrative and painting the wrong picture of our parent.
Yeah.
Like I said, you just don't. It's not a good look for the
No,
kids.
it's not.
And
Nah.
it's something that's long lasting.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we've done that shit far too
Yeah.
long.
We could do a whole show about just words. The power of words.
Yeah.
And because we love to say sticks and stones, but words will never hurt me.
Bullshit.
That's not true.
Bullshit.
Words can crush you.
They can crack that shit. Bro.
Yeah.
They can crack right
Yeah,
through it.
yeah.
You know, so yeah.
Yep. All right, man. I appreciate y'all brothers for doing this with me. Troy, that was a good topic, brother. I appreciate
sir.
that one.
Right on, man. It was
Yeah, I
brought to
like
me,
that
you
one.
know,
Yeah.
and you know, I wanted to make sure that I shared it because
Yeah.
when I
Yeah,
saw
that
it,
was a
I was
good
like,
one.
damn, you know, this
That was a
is
good one.
it hit home. You know what I mean? This
Yeah.
is real.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Well, until the next time, I am your boy Perry,
And I'm Trouble T.
Big Vince.
and we out there.
Taking off.
Peace.
And I'm working this hard for a reason. Been a minute trying to make it right. Saying, baby, this is our season. No, I ain't taking their advice.